Okay, we have a healthy stream. Oh, we're live, just like that. Haha, with only 5 minutes late. So, thank you to everybody who has gone through their commercial and has popped out on the other side. This is a surprise Wednesday body cam breakdown stream. Because it was a surprise, I have Sean with me, longtime Patreon supporter, and still currently fighting the good fight as a Leo. I want to thank him. He is from the great state of Florida. And he's still having to wear a sweater, so that tells you how fucking cold it is outside. I want to thank our Patreon supporters for everybody that's been there for us. You guys have made this very unmonetizable content monetizable, which we really appreciate. We got some really awesome super chats yesterday on Tactical Tuesday. Shout out to Void for making Ready or Not more stable, so shout out to that. But today on this stream, we're going to be doing body cam breakdowns. I don't think I'm missing anything. Go ahead and like the stream if you're currently watching it. Also, share it with other people so more people can get educated. Also, big special thank you to Juan for giving us a Christmas-themed PNG. This is normally for our Ready or Not or our Tactical Tuesdays, but we don't have a Christmas-themed non-Tactical Tuesday one, so it's here, and I love it. Merry Christmas to everybody if I don't see you in between now and then. Thank you. I'm going to give this a handful of... Sergeant George is already in the chat. I love it. Alfredo as well. And Dr. Jun, who is totally not building a super sweet Glock.
Did you share the wrong screen with me? Because I don't see what's on
What do you see?
I see Google.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Here, I'll show the right one. You're like, I see a blank Google screen here. I'm going to make sure that Sean can actually see what we're going through. Here? You see it now?
Yeah.
There it is. With very minor technical difficulties, we are only 7 minutes past the time I said I'd start, and that's good enough for me. We're going to get on to our very first story. Again, shout out to our Patreon group. If you would like to join our Discord, you can join our Patreon for as little as $1 a month. That gives you direct access to the Discord, and that is how we pull these clips. Without further ado, police handing out turkeys instead of tickets ahead of Christmas. Shout out to them. I guess there's no context. We'll just play it.
So much, Emily, giving back as they pull drivers over.
One town hoping to pass along some holiday cheer during traffic stops. Elizabeth Matthews has the story in Shorewood. Turkeys, really?
Turkeys, yeah, just in time for the...
This is totally a day shift thing. This doesn't happen on nights.
Yeah.
If a cop pulls you over and hands you a turkey at 11 o'clock at night, call the police.
Yeah, because that's not the police.
That's not the police.
The holiday dinner, right? So police officers right now are driving around Shorewood, their trunks full of frozen turkeys to pass out
It's 28
to
degrees
some rule
out there.
breakers.
A Shorewood resident was nice enough to donate turkeys and gift cards. So instead of writing tickets, we're going to give you a turkey and a $25 gift card for all the sites.
So literally, I'm usually pretty good, and man, yeah. We have this frigid weather.
I'm here for it. I will say this though, it is a lot of tactical, not safe things to be holding a turkey in your hand while approaching a car that you stopped.
Dude, imagine being out there and like a shooting happens. Or
That's
like
what I mean. You got a turkey.
And you have to funnel through your turkeys to get to your evidence shit.
Because these are big.
Turkeys out.
It's like your plates and stuff are like buried underneath
your rifle's
your
under like 30 turkeys.
You're just... Bro, what a good day for raccoons. Whatever side of the highway or outside of an... Let's be honest, it'd be outside of an apartment complex, but yeah. I'm with you on that would be super sketchy. Can frozen turkey stop a bullet? That sounds like a question that needs to be answered. I feel like if it was north of 20 pounds, I'm going to vote yes. If it was like a 9mm
completely
frozen, yeah, it's a rock basically at that point. I vote yes.
I feel like even 223 would stop.
Sure, especially with like frangible ammunition. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's stopping that, dude. And of course,
I'll write a paper on it, see if it gets
see if it gets published. Oh my god. Let's see. Who is saying things? My phone tripped out and I tried to do an SOS call. I canceled it. Hopefully no one comes knocking. Yeah, don't do that. If it's a 911 hang up, we have to show up and check on you.
Bro, just stay on the phone.
Yeah, stay on the phone. As long as you're able, and even then, I've been sent anyways.
Yeah.
Because they just got to make sure it's something weird. But just answer the door. Don't, because if they ping your phone, you did a 911 hang up, and you're still in there, they will kick your door. At least answer the door. Producer Juan giving some love to your sweater. Panzer, what's going on, my dude? And then Sergeant George, of course, making fun of me and my love for Axon. At least this wasn't an Axon story. This was a puff piece, probably provided by Poofy Pigeon. Ban me. So we'll see. Villa Park police caught on camera arresting the Grinch. Is this another puff piece? This is only 46 seconds long.
This is another day shift thing.
This is a day shift thing.
In Villa Park just saved Christmas.
Yeah, they managed to track down and arrest the Grinch.
Ha!
Here's video of him right there getting booked into jail.
Oh my gosh, for real, the Grinch.
Yeah.
He's green.
The Grinch is charged with stealing several presents. He was released, charges were dropped when he returned all those gifts, and his shrunken heart grew 3 sizes larger.
The DA decides to drop charges on the Grinch.
It's because he's green.
For petty theft.
It's because he's green.
It's because he's green. Free your boy, the Grinch.
It's a civil rights nightmare, bro.
Civil rights nightmare. He's like the minority of minorities here. Oh my God. I can say that. I think that the jail sergeant was super pissed about this. He's like,
yeah.
I gotta lock down my entire intake, all of my cell blocks, just so you fucking day shift people can walk in and do this. Yeah.
And this is
I think they get pretty busy out there. Yeah.
I mean, no, be serious though. Cops in Illinois aren't arresting anyone anymore.
You're probably right. They got time for this.
It's all just summons now.
Poofy's yelling at me for being late. That is not true. Everybody else was in here before you, so maybe he's just claiming he is late. Bill came in here and he said, what a great use of taxpayer dollars. You got to think they're taking manpower off the street. There was at least 3 officers involved in this. There's jailers.
Yeah, but they all ride the desk.
Oh, yeah. Jim Carrey. It's true. He would have jumped out about this. It's because I'm green, isn't it? The Grinch 2000. That'd be incredible. That would be incredible. I love this. Is definitely a puff piece. I blame Poofy for this one. But yeah, this kind of stuff does happen. I know we had National Night Out. Was a big thing in our.
That's so annoying.
Totally a day shift. I never had to worry about it, but for the few officers that got stuck having to deal with that, like you basically like at a parade, basically, it's like a weird thing, and you go out.
And like you're handing backpacks out to kids and shit.
And I'm not saying it's not a valuable thing. It really is a valuable thing.
You know, community policing.
But this is what churches are for. This is what nonprofits are for. If I, the taxpayer, am paying a police officer to do things, I want him to be stopping crime.
No, but police officers, the social workers are doing all the work now.
That's true. Poofy is the Grinch this week with an attitude leading up to Christmas. So this turned into bashing Poofy's stream. Go ahead and like the stream if you guys are currently watching. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for the entertaining comments. I appreciate this. He's having Christmas. That's funny. Okay, we'll keep going. This is, should have stabbed him more. That's the quote, apparently. That's not me saying it. It's the quote. Chilling body cam shows a moment where a woman is arrested after stabbing husband. Oh. I have answered this 911 call a few times.
Hey, madam, do you want to just step outside for me a minute? Can you...
Bro, is this
in Scotland?
Of course it's a stabbing.
Oh, could you step outside a little bit for me?
You fucking nerds can't even have guns.
Penelope Jackson, 66, claims or calmly talks to Somerset. Is that what it is? Somerset police?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you come outside?
Yes.
Thank you.
$300,000
This moment
bond.
in time. Okay.
Oh,
That's
bungalow.
pounds, I think.
Pounds, yeah.
Under arrest suspicion of attempt murder, mate. Under arrest suspicion of attempt murder. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence. You do not mention when questioned anything you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Might go in and see what they do. Yeah. Could I get my coat? Just bear with me 2 seconds. In there.
This is the most polite murder arrest I've... Oh, no. I take it back. I got a story for you guys here in a second.
Finish it all.
Alright.
Just get them. Alright, I want to go in. Alright.
No,
so,
he's on the kitchen floor.
Can someone just stay with Devon while I go in?
There's nothing nasty, and I'm certainly not. My coat's in the.
Yeah, just wait 2 seconds.
What a G,
Alright, you
dude.
okay?
She's just letting it know, man.
Like, I'm cold.
With any luck,
I don't mind going to jail, but...
She said with any luck, they'll be too late. What a G, dude.
Well, I'm called Penny, but Penelope Jackson.
Thank God it tells us that the audio is muted.
Sure.
Wouldn't have known.
Hey, wouldn't have known. This lady looks pretty kooky.
Yes. Can I get my coat?
Get the ambulance
Just get her in the car. What is she doing still out here? They don't have cars in Australia, wherever this is, or Scotland?
Stabbed him a bit more.
It's all horse and buggies, dude.
Yeah. Come on.
You won't get her to the car.
Ice. Yes.
Sean, can you believe this? They have them driving Hyundais. Bro, this guy's got a BMW behind you, but you're stuck in a Hyundai? I'd be pissed.
I bet it's like a sport package, though.
Probably.
Like, I bet them things rip.
I tell you what, Hyundai has like their entry-level stuff, which is basically like a glorified Nissan Sentra, but their top-end stuff, their top-end stuff's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I stabbed him.
Oh, I stabbed him, but you're going to handcuff me to the front. What are we doing? Who is this? Oh, that's EMS. I was like, who is this? Oh, are we going to frisk incident to arrest or search incident to arrest? No? Okay. Just an old lady. Couldn't possibly assault me, any of that. God. Oh, there. Oh, we're just now searching.
Put it off in a Mercedes, dude.
The Grinch is going to be salty when he sees this. He got cuffed to the back, and they didn't even keep the charges. Pretty sure they're going to keep murder charges on this lady. Producer Watson, a cheeky little surge.
He's bully and nasty, and I've had enough.
So I killed him.
And when he said you wouldn't do it, I did it twice more.
What a fucking G.
Bro.
In the front.
Yeah.
Grey.
She's still cuffed to the front, bro.
Yeah. Is that what they do?
They better cuff everyone to the front.
Look at the red interior, though.
That's what I'm getting at. So you're going to have some poor kid, probably gets drunk, gets into a fight, and they're going to throw this guy to the ground, tase him 18 times because they don't know what else to do, right? OC him, cuff him to the back, and drag him out for a misdemeanor. This lady is capital murder. I don't know what it is overseas, but like premeditated. At the very least, it's not. It can't be manslaughter. Maybe it's second degree, but they're pretty serious charge. They're just like, oh well, we'll bring her out to the car. I hope her nickname of Penny had no relation to Pennywise. Producer Juan's talking about the reliability of Hyundais. Josh sounding like a British tea kettle. Oh my god. We need a poll of how many accents Josh could try in one video. This is only my first one, right? Did I do another one?
How many people can Josh offend in one?
I drive a Zippy Civic Hybrid paddy wagon. Easy W. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. I think, especially in an urban environment, sure. Get like a Type R, like Civic. Hell yeah. I'd be ripping
Dude,
it up
they
to
had a
that guy.
Mercedes paddy wagon.
That's what I mean, dude.
They throw her in the back of a Hyundai. Like, why?
Okay, it might be a while, all right, but I'll try and get. There's obviously a lot going on. Okay.
It doesn't seem like it.
Penelope, my advice is don't talk about it now. Okay.
She's already verbally admitted that, like.
What? Don't talk about it.
This is wild, dude.
No, I have no intention of not agreeing to what I've done.
Okay.
I know what I've done.
All right.
And I know why I've
all right.
done it. And if I haven't done it properly, I'm really annoyed.
Jesus Christ.
If I haven't done it
Penny,
properly, I'm really annoyed.
I'm further arresting you for murder.
Oh, good.
Golly, this lady's so savage. Let's go ahead and put a W in the chat for Penny here, because Penny don't take no shit. It'll take them a while to get up to this point, but oh my god, dude.
Jesus.
That is...
What up?
That was the most savage. Oh god, it's murder.
I love Penny.
Bro, Penny's that's a bad lady,
I've already
dude.
cautioned you, so your necessities for your arrest is for an prompt and effective investigation and stop further harm.
Oh, he can remember, like, their version of Miranda, but he can't search incident to arrest. He can't think cuffing her to the back's a good idea. Bro, y'all are wild. Where was this? Y'all are wild. Do I get some context here? It doesn't say. I don't know where it's. Barrow, Somerset? I don't know where that is. Where's Barrow?
Crown Court?
Barrow, Somerset. I don't know where that is. St. George, you're a monster.
Oh, it's in England.
Oh, it's in England. As the baddest lady over 65 out there in England. Anyways, we're done with this. If you're arresting somebody for murder, like, let's treat her like somebody that just killed somebody else. Let's search incident to arrest right off the bat. Get her in handcuffs right off the... And I get it. If she's being compliant, sure. You can do compliant handcuffing, but get the handcuffs on. Go ahead and put them behind her back.
But, like,
search
she just killed her husband.
Bro, you just brutally stabbed somebody.
It doesn't matter how calm she is. She's fucking psychotic.
Exactly. It's like... Bill gave me an L for my accent. Thank you, Sergeant George. It's in England. They all sound the same to me. Pulls out a knife. It's true. It's what we're worried about here. Panzer gets it.
No, guns are legal there.
Yeah. Pulls out a 9-inch knife. It's a 9mm knife.
Yeah. 9mm wide knife.
Let's see. This is from the Daily Mail. Body cam footage shows another knife. There's more knives in this one. We got 2 knives today so far. Constables Alex and Debbie.
Oh, this is North
Hampshire?
Northamptonshire.
Corby, Northamptonshire. In 2014. This is great body cam footage. Will we get audio?
Put it down now. Put down the...
That's also in England.
Now.
Yeah.
Put down the knife.
Is that... Bro.
What? Hold on. Put it down. This is Ginger. Must have shared these. This is a strong pose here, bro. They have lanyards on their fucking OC spray.
Jesus,
so, lanyards
look at
are
the size of that can. Bro.
Yeah, lanyards are a military invention. If you come from the generation that had to, do you guys still do it for the newer models? You got little lanyards on your pistols.
No, but they come with the hole.
Yeah. So, anyways, they used to. I don't know if it's an army thing or who did this, but they used to have lanyard holes, and it's so you could have like an extra layer of weapon retention for your pistol because they all carry rifles. The pistol's kind of an accessory, basically.
In
But
boot camp, we have the lanyards on them.
yeah, when it kind of like you're running around, you're doing stuff. It makes sense in the military context, and it's just like. I guess weapon retention for. I wonder if they have like active retention on their holsters for their OC. Like,
Probably. It's probably like level 2 retention.
shout out to the amount of officer presence here though, because she's like, this is a real threat. Like, I'm an OC. Like, this is wild, dude.
The amount of people I've seen that get OC in their eyes and just go like this.
Yeah, they just. Because honestly, the only reason why my exposure was so bad is I wasn't allowed to wipe it. It burned the skin, but really the worst part was it getting in my eyes and getting in my mouth, and I was not allowed to prevent that. Literally doing this, and you avoid like probably 80% of the hit. Now it burns, like just a little dodge and weave.
Dodge a weave while you're coming at him with a knife.
I had to allow this OC to go into my eyes and go into my mouth and my nose. And I was still able to do like up downs and remember and recite use of force continuum and arrest somebody and do the whole weapon retention thing. Yeah.
Apparently, this geriatric OC wielding constable is way more agile than me because that's not their 21 feet in between them.
Hey, this is bravery though. At the very least, it's either dumb or brave. One of the two. Put it down!
Hey, put it down!
Put it down!
Put it down! Come on! Put it down! Put it down! Put it down!
Did we spray him?
Put down the knife!
Ooh.
Put it down!
So in the States,
do they have tasers?
In the States, you're very dead at this point. As you should be. Don't be threatening people with knives. She went from hero to zero over here because she's now no longer even in this fight. I think she tripped over the grass snake.
Put it down! Put it down!
Crossfire with the OC.
Put it down!
What are they?
Get on the floor! Get on the floor!
I guess that was a baton.
Possession of offensive
Oh,
weapon,
that's a baton.
attempted wounding on ourselves. Okay. And threats to cause criminal damage.
Hey, shout out to them. Good outcome. Shout out.
I love how he's just like, okay, yeah, you got me.
Hey, he threw it down. He probably got a little bit of the hit of the OC.
Why is there so many British?
This is all from Ginger. Shout out to Ginger. Dr. Ginger said GG. Oh my god. Juan's jealous of that OC. Oh, that's funny. The comments are hurting me today. Thank you to everybody who liked the stream and everybody currently watching. This is police release full body cam of arrest of Darnell Pencil. Where's this at? Goldfold, London, Waterloo train. Okay. I don't know where any of this is. Oh, I gotta give you his audio. They announce? Hold on.
Is that a gun?
He's got a rifle, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Single point as a sin.
But let's not have the gun.
Yeah, let's not have it low. Yeah, let's have it at low ready.
Yeah.
Fuck pointing it.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
So I'm pleased. Can you just step out, please?
That was the weakest announcement I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Hello. Hi. So I'm pleased. Can you just step out, please?
If I'm your rookie, right? Here's Sean. Sean's like, all right, rookie. You're going to go up there, you're going to go knock, and you're going to announce, okay, we're going to arresting this person for whatever the crime is. And that's what I did. What's like my nickname after this? It's like nothing he could say online, right? Like it's nothing. He's going to go back to briefing and be like, what the fuck? He's going to just stare at me. We're going to be in the car and he's just going to be like this.
Your daily evaluation is not going to be good.
0. Officer presence, -5.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's go back to the station.
He should.
You got turkeys to give to
Have you
people.
thought about a career in, the British law enforcement field?
That's what this is. Oh my god. You got a rifle in your hands, but excuse me, sir.
I feel like Norway would suit you better.
So we're the police. Can you please come out? Holding an AR. So stupid. Oh my god.
Step outside the door. Come outside the door. It's a Chelsea.
If I have the need to have a rifle, A, it's being pointed, right?
Mm-hmm.
B, the second that door got cracked open, this lady's probably eating part of this door because the boot's following that thing. Does that seem rude? Sure. But we just got a different... you know what? It's because we got we got them apex predators of suspects in America. I just don't know. This would not fly, dude. Do this in the south side of Chicago or any part of Houston.
Like the door's getting opened and her hair is getting grabbed and she's getting thrown to the floor.
I would in my weird D&D random plot, I'm gonna take a random entire British battalion of cops and be like, you have to try to arrest Florida Man. Good luck. Zero chance. I have all of my money on Florida Man all the way.
Richard said, "Damn, 6'1" Amazon alert."
Oh my god. Crabs, tea bags, birds, tea bags. Oh my god, we gotta do that. I gotta do that in 4th of July. We're gonna burn some tea bags. That's incredible.
Yeah, just come outside the door.
Ah, man.
Anyone else inside the property?
Yeah, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Oh, now we're pointing guns. Respect.
Stay where you are at the moment. This is my instructions.
Yeah. It's got the gun attached to it.
What is that?
Shout out to this Jizza G3 with a EOTech and a magnifier on the carry handle.
You can carry those 5 years ago.
Jeez. Shout out to the shield though. I like how it's not protecting his face, but whatever.
Hands on display. Nothing in your hands. Do you understand? When you get to the door, you will stop. Okay?
I'm jelly of this.
And you will follow my
Those are
instructions.
G36 actually, probably.
Walk slowly to the door with nothing in your hands.
I bless the one rifle, one taser. I bitch about this all the time where you have 15 cops pointing a gun at the same person. I respect this. And at least they're having him come out. This is the first bit of decent policing I've seen so far. They're making the suspect come to them as opposed to them encroaching on the unknown area. And they're doing it from the protection of relative protection of a shield. I'd probably have taser person actually holding the shield up.
Yeah.
Holding the taser out because they typically have a little laser. Oh, I have my little faux laser.
Have they never played Ready or Not?
Exactly. So typically, on the bottom part of a taser, you have a little laser that points out. It's relatively accurate. I mean, inside of 10 feet, you're generally ish hitting where you're aiming that laser at. But anyways, it'd be real easy to point shoot the thing, and you're going to deploy before anything deploys if you're doing it right. And then the guy can have both hands on his rifle, and he can handle business if it becomes a lethal situation. That's my only critique to this. Now, they're in a tight little hallway, so I kind of get it. Tactics always get a little fucky in apartment complexes or condos, or anytime you're in close quarters like that, it's going to be rough. But this is
the room.
By far better than the officer presence that we got earlier.
Keep walking, that's it. Keep walking across. Okay, turn round. Turn round.
I think I'm just having him walk out.
Okay.
No, walk out.
By the door, mate.
Okay, shut up. One guy giving instructions. Bless.
You're not going to get hurt, are you? Keep walking. Keep walking.
It's definitely the laser for the taser here. Hands. Oh, he's okay. He gets ripped to the ground at this point.
Let me just caress your hand. Jesus Christ.
So we're doing a high risk warrant on you. So I'm going to gently hold your hand. Going to go place you, hopefully, quadruply into a handcuffing position. Can you please not resist?
What do we do?
We need to find somebody that works over there. I want to read the report.
I wonder what that's like.
I want to read. One.
I switched
Just
to one for one.
I just want to read
Like
one.
here was one of my warrant reports
Yeah.
where I had to go do a big use of force, and outcomes matter. I'd be curious to see how this thing turns out because we still got like 40 seconds left on this, but like, and quickness of violence in action, it might look bad, but it's by far the safest way to do it because I don't leave it up to him to decide what happens. It's the reason why I'm saying, like, dude, the second I'm about to go hands on, that I had a PTO that said, you should be putting hands on that guy and ripping him to the ground before I think you should be doing it. Because that's really the aim. He's like, you're right. It's for those of you that are band nerds, it's attacking the note. You don't want to be late on it. You want to be right on top of it. It's like in football, you know, you're not waiting for a snap count. Anybody on that offensive line twitches, boom, full blast. You're hitting somebody. Because A, you want the penalty to be called, or B, you want to get as much of an advantage as you can. It's the same situation here because you're allowing this person to potentially become a threat to you or to themselves and so on and so forth. Violence of quickness of action. We make way more arrests than they clearly do all the time.
Yeah.
To the left, step to the left, to the left, face the wall, stay, do not move.
This guy's super
We also
compliant.
probably have way more lawsuits than they have, though.
Oh, 100%. We have more people. We have more people. We have more violent
Yeah.
people, but we totally have more
Yeah.
lawsuits. But, like, you got to think, like, the level of criminal that we deal with on and off, like, crazy violent. The amount of police chases that we have in America all the time. So, like, it's just a very different type of criminal that you're dealing with here, the criminal element. I'm still not a fan of this this style of handcuffing, but whatever.
Move your arms to your back. Like this, yeah. That's it.
Oh, they're going to the back?
Shout out. I'm impressed. They handcuffed to the rear.
What's this about, sir? I'll tell you in a second.
Oh, just don't stand in the fatal funnel. Don't clear the.
That was a bad handcuffing job. He's like all fucked up with his handcuffs.
Well, I mean, at least
I'm just happy they're in the back.
At least their maths aren't getting shot up.
That's true.
At least our schools.
Shout out to them for outcomes. Outcomes matter. Ultimately, everybody got home safe, so I'm good with it.
Yeah, I would still rather work for somewhere that braces are normal.
Dude,
but more power to you.
It's just. You would beat my ass. If you were my FTO, you would beat my ass if that's how that went down. I legitimately, he'd wait till everybody was gone. He'd try, hey, rookie, we're going to do our report, but you know what? Don't go to the station. Just grab the MDC. We're going to go up to this parking lot real quick.
Yeah.
Take your body cam off right the fuck now, and you go put it in that car. See, if you ever fucking do that shit while I am there, I will personally kick your ass. Don't, because you're putting everyone there. The second you're the hands-on person, you are now responsible for making this person safe. The longer it takes you to do your job and the less effective you are at doing it, the more you're putting everyone else at risk. Same thing with being lethal force. If you're lethal cover, the second that becomes a lethal threat, that is on you. You have a guy there with his taser in his hand, like a total doofus, right? You got the hands team, which is typically the arresting team. It's predetermined. You know? Sean's over there like, I'm too old for this shit. So he's sitting back like, I'm not doing this. I'm going to be on the rifle. Screw that. He's got some super rookie that we don't trust anything with except for holding a shield and maybe a taser, right? Holding something for him. And then your hands team's going to be anywhere between like mid to senior mid officers, right? Or your big people, right? And so hands team might rush in, and this guy decides to flip around and have a gun in his hand, and we're in a quick jaw situation. He should just be safety off, boom, problem solved. I don't have to quick draw and hope my sight picture's good and my no. He's got all that sorted out. That's why these things are important. That's why tactics matter. Go get good training. It's important. Richard's booing. Overpowered teenagers with God complexes. Yeah. It's true. You ever try to arrest like a 5-star recruit from a football team his senior year? Like him and his girlfriend get into it, and he gets drunk, and I'm like, bro, this guy's like 6'5", 285 because he hasn't put on his college weight yet, and still runs like a 4.8 or something stupid. And he decides he's going to get hammered, wreck his car, beat up his girlfriend, and it's like you and some chick that's like 5'5" having to go arrest him. That's when you get on the radio. You're like, "Send me everyone code, pretty please. I'm in danger." It's just different, man. It's a very different. The amount of I would say less than 10% of my arrests were that cool. Most of which were DWIs, or most of which were like people that got in domestics that didn't realize domestics were illegal.
Yeah.
Very few of my arrests, and it's not.
And you get them in the car before they understand what's going on.
100%. They're like, "Oh yeah, I'm just detaining you real quick. I'm just putting your handcuffs on you. It's just for your safety and for mine. It's whatever. By the way, yeah, strangling your girlfriend and trying to attack her with the bats and a felony. You're going to prison."
Turns out it's pretty damn illegal.
Yeah, sorry about that. What? I'm going to jail? Yes, you're going to jail. I lied all the time about that shit because it wasn't worth the fight. The second they knew they were going to jail, you'd be shocked. Post 2020, you'd be shocked at how many people were like, "All right, screw it. This is the hill I die on." Like, it was wild. Even little things turn. I was trying to get people to just leave, and it would turn into a fight. I don't know. I'm jealous. I could be a cop till I was 85 in Britain.
Yeah.
That seems like cake, dude.
I might retire and move over there.
That's what to say. Yeah. Do your 20 years there in British police.
Hello, how do I get the BMW patrol car?
Anyways, let's see. I'm in danger. I would
So this
see if I
guy's
missed
killed.
Let's see.
He's killed 4 people.
Oh, damn.
I have a feeling this is another
Damien Bendall. Let's see where we're at.
Derbyshire
Police.
Oh, yeah.
This is a quadruple
That's
homicide
definitely-
suspect.
There's definitely some fucked up teeth having people.
Here we are. Tea sipping individuals here. Derbyshire. What a weird name.
Basically, I need the police and the ambulance and that because I've killed 4 people.
Okay, just hold the line. Perfect.
What a nice guy.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Everybody seems to be cool.
Come to me.
Come to me. Come to me.
Right, do you just want to undo your coat? Have you armed yourself?
Yeah.
You have?
What? What?
So if my call text is I'm a quadruple, and maybe it's an MHMR call, right? Maybe he didn't murder 4 people, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just crazy.
But
he said
think that
he
did.
believes he's murdered 4 people. And he's in a big trench coat. I get it might be cold, but you're in short sleeves. And this guy's like, "Yeah, I'm totally not armed." He's like, "Well, can you go ahead and take your coat off?" I'm gonna stick my hands in my
his
pocket.
hands in his pocket.
Exactly. Like,
let's not maintain some distance from this dude. Like,
I'm the highest likelihood of weapon this guy's got is going to be a knife or some sort of blunt object or whatever.
compared to your taser and OC.
This would be days off. To be honest, like if a supervisor was evaluating this arrest and he would stop it just like I did right here, and he'd be like, "What do we teach you in the academy?" It's like the first question, and be like, "Who taught you that?" Like, and I'm not saying I'm glad he's there. I'm glad he's doing the job. I'm glad he's being respectful. Those are all great things, but like.
Yeah, those are great qualities in a resource officer.
But it's just like, this guy's a quadruple homicide suspect. Like, what are you doing? You also don't let him, like, check himself for weapons. Like the first thing, like I'm pretty sure I could pull anybody off the street and I said, "Hey, we got to arrest a guy. What are you going to say? Hands up there. Keep your hands out of your pockets." I guarantee you 99% of people that have seen anything about police would think to themselves, "Oh, what do the cops always say? Oh, that's right. Stick your hands up."
Yeah. I can go ask my wife.
I could ask a 3-year-old. The first thing they're gonna do this. They're gonna point their imaginary gun and they're gonna say, "Put your hands up." Not search yourself for weapons. Anyways.
Have you stabbed yourself, mate?
I can see blood on your hands.
Yeah. Anywhere else? Just my chest,
5,
4 inches in with
6,
a bread knife.
7,
Yeah, and
8,
1 on the stomach.
I bled quite. Alright, do you want to take
we're gonna
yeah,
let's just
no, just
check
stay
on
there,
that
stay there.
I just don't want to be in front of everyone.
Alright, just go on the corner.
Just walking wounded at the minute.
Oh,
Right, stand here, stand here, stand here.
Yeah.
Stay here.
Right,
So,
we're top.
I wouldn't let a quadruple homicide suspect behind my friend. That's my... Unless that dude is a dick. But even then...
Maybe he hates this guy. Maybe he's sitting back like... Maybe he gets
Maybe we
stabbed.
just don't know anything about policing.
I think you're dumb and I'm
Maybe
dumb.
we're...
I think we're the
ones
problem.
in the dark.
We're
Yeah,
the problem.
You know, IA's right.
IA's right. This is how it should be.
IA's right.
I know what's going to happen to you now, mate.
Well, I know it's going to
We
happen
just-
when we go to prison, obviously, but again.
Again. Context clues here.
Wow, what have you done? Have you done something to anyone else?
Yeah,
What have you done?
I've murdered 4 people.
He's been calm and compliant, but he's got some stab wounds to his chest. They're not.
Okay, you can apply. I have seen people brutally shot and stabbed that I've had to place handcuffs on. So I'm like, cool, you're the suspect in a burglary, or you're the suspect in an aggravated assault, and I've put handcuffs on them. I have done life-saving measures and brought them to medical professionals who finished saving his life. Perfectly
Yeah, but
capable.
the cool thing is, we triage. This guy gets treated last.
100%.
I'm gonna go check.
1000%.
Dead people. Let me go check the dead people, and then we're gonna treat this dude.
Could you imagine? How is this not a lawsuit?
I
You know, like
hope everybody in the
all
building
4
was
of those
dead.
people, and
I hope
like
they were dead.
like before the cops showed up. And the reason he says that is because they're standing out here. I don't know, speed dating the suspect, right?
Speed dating.
Because they're just like chit chatting or whatever. Their hands in our pockets, like we're at the Sandy Hawkins dance, and there's people
that's a nice
inside.
quote, man.
Potential. This
What
is
do you
like
do for a living? Oh, you kill people? Ah, that's not cool.
So, and the reason we bring this up is this is exactly the response that happened at Uvalde. And this is why, and I bring it up because you have a life-saving duty to the people there. I don't know how they didn't know that the call text was, he called 911 and or whatever their thing is, and said, "Hey, I killed 4 people." Did that not get communicated? Why are they there? Like, I don't know, man. Look away from the suspect. Turn your back to him. Totally safe. Murder suspect. I'd probably have my weapon drawn. You're a smart person. Suspect reaches for things. Gets shot in the pelvis. Yep. That's why I'm wearing a big trench coat. Sergeant Echo 2007. Oh my god.
Not oozing blood, but he's saying that his family are inside and that he believes he has murdered them.
We are not inside.
Let's
You're
not
asking
check
to go in.
them.
Wow. Wow. Hopefully they were deceased at the scene. If not, I hope they sued the pants off of them.
Damien, at 07:47 hours, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence. Do not mention when questioned something later rely on in court.
Are we not handcuffing this guy already?
I think they handcuffed him to the front. And look at the EMTs; they're just chilling.
Bro, if you uttered that phrase and the EMTs walked up and they saw that guy handcuffed to the front, you'd watch those EMTs get right the fuck back in their ambulance and drive off.
And they haven't even cleared the inside. They wouldn't even
No!
come to the scene if the
No!
inside of the house wasn't clear. They'd be parked down the street. Let me know when you clear the house.
I can't even wrap my head around this.
I hope this is the last British fucking video that we got.
And you know what? I don't know if this is just a critique on how shitty American criminality is. Like, maybe we have a violence problem in America. Because, like, our tactics...
You killed 4 people.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, like...
We don't have a violence problem.
But, like, at the end of the day, like... This is, like... You'd fail as, like, an explorer in, like, a police program. If you were given this scenario and you were a police
And a
explorer.
simulator.
Like, do you know what the news headline for this would be? If this happened here? Cops hang out with suspect while the 4 people die inside, regardless of what the reality was, dude. Oh my
Even if they
God.
were dead.
Wouldn't matter. That would be the headline. Police make friends with. We'll see how this ends. Were they just?
Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Your arrest is necessary to protect you
That's
from harm, to
necessary.
prevent your disappearance, for a prompt and
What
effective
is he doing?
investigation. Okay? We're going to get you up, we're going to put you in the back
They're so safe. They have orange tips on the radios.
of the van.
I don't know. What
Stand
that
up.
is. Wow, I'm proud of y'all. Results matter, I guess.
I mean, the criminals are telling on themselves. But
NBC
whatever
News.
works.
This looks
Yes.
American.
Let's see some Florida shit. This was the Tavares officer who got overdosed accidentally.
We'll see how this goes. Oh, we don't have sound.
You advise possible exposure.
Tavares police said they're releasing this difficult footage of an officer who is now doing okay as a warning about how dangerous fentanyl can be. Courtney
Oh,
Sullivan
easy.
with the
Easy
Tavares
there with that
Police
Narcan
Department said
hit.
Officer
Easy.
Courtney Bannock found
Dude,
drugs
she
on
needed a lot of it.
Do the Narcan, but like 2 Narcan hits is probably good. 3 if she like ate the shit. Be really easy.
Dude,
you can't
she's
OD on
fucked
Narcan,
up.
but yeah, you can't OD on
She's
it. But
fucked up.
I've had a lot of people that are like in the emergency medical side of
Yeah.
things that are like, I'm not saying don't do Narcan, just don't Narcan the shit out of everybody.
Yeah.
But
No,
if they know,
diabetes and shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be. Somebody needs insulin and you're giving them Narcan. You're not helping them.
You're gonna kill them. Yeah.
So don't be giving diabetics Narcan.
She said she just barely opened it, saw that it was, narcotics, closed it quickly.
Sullivan said Bannock wore gloves as she always did. The officers agreed to test the substance back.
Okay, if someone's recovering from passing out, do not have them sit up. Have them lay down because you want their heart to do as little work as possible to get blood to their brain and everywhere else. I don't know why they have her sitting up, but whatever. Just for future reference, there's no medical professional in the world that's going to be like, oh, you just passed out? Let's sit you up. Don't, they're going to lay you on your side in the
I
recovery
think
position.
they brought her up when she was coherent.
Finally felt better? Yeah.
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 But it goes south again.
Trying to avoid exposure because it was windy.
Next thing you know, she was trying to key up on the radio, and you could hear in the radio traffic almost like she was choking.
We just know she sounded weird. Sullivan said the officers found Bannock in and out of consciousness. They got Bannock out of the car and ran to get the emergency medication Narcan.
A small window to get to the hospital and to get the care that you need.
You're good for you. You're good.
She's breathing. Shout out to Outer Vests.
Yeah.
We had Intervest while I was at my police department, and you'd be seeing bras and titties right now if we had to take your vest off.
Most agencies in Florida are switching.
Especially for y'all. That weather sucks.
Yeah.
It's a dollar bill.
Not long after, she's passed out again.
They administered a third Narcan.
Officer Bannock survived.
Biggest thing that Officer Bannock in general really wants.
Okay. If she's passing out again on the ground, Narcan. Just for future reference. I'm not a medical professional, but I know a thing or two because I've done a thing or two.
That
I know a
drugs
thing
are
or two.
dangerous.
Yeah.
They're dangerous for not only yourself but others surrounding you.
We're told the officer is at home recovering, and she believes the wind did contribute to her overdose. Police also say that the person involved will likely face felony charges, but they're still investigating. In Tavares, Anika Hope, West 2 News.
So I've heard. The only reason I was going to say is I've heard mixed things about some people saying that you cannot OD on aerosol-based fentanyl. My only kickback to that is I was like, I've seen a handful of first-hand accounts of like, dude touched it, he was gone. But they were saying like transdermal Narcan won't make you OD, but if you're inhaling it, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, because it goes straight. If she inhaled it through her nose, it went straight to her brain.
Yeah. So, but transdermal fentanyl, I've heard lots of studies have showed that they have tested that transdermal fentanyl, you'll feel it, but you shouldn't be able to get enough through the blood barrier to make you pass out. Their
Like, you're
concern
gonna
is
need to go to the hospital.
either way for the exposure and all that kind of stuff.
You'll be alive.
But the fear is fentanyl can be so small in amount that it's in powder form, or if it's being laced with something that you're getting an aerosol version of it, that you'd be, or if you got a particulate matter in your mouth or something like that, you're gonna have a bad day.
Yeah.
I'm glad
I would try to get that dude on attempted manslaughter charges for not letting her know
that's what it was.
Yeah,
that's fair. I buy that.
Yeah.
Oh God,
I don't know if the DA is going to prosecute, but
you're going to press the charge, though.
Yeah.
Canadian police. I'm nervous already. Toronto road rage incident caught on camera. Oh, it's caught on camera.
And just right there.
Hey! Now's the time. Hey! Get back in the car. Grow up. Sit down or you're going to get arrested. Both of you, grow up. Come on, boys. Move it.
Come on, boys.
Everybody's a winner. Don't worry.
imagine if it was that easy.
I don't know, man. I should have been a cop somewhere else. I'd still be doing it. You guys wouldn't have OnlyCops. I'd still be doing it. I don't know, man. Cadence in Canada. They're making fun of his shorts. In my department, the officers don't even use field test bags anymore because of the rise of fentanyl. Damn. That's wild. We had field tests. So if you had meth or whatever.
The Nick kits.
Yeah, and so you had these little glass vials. You'd stick the stuff in there. You'd break it, and you'd let it turn purple or whatever it was supposed to turn. I dealt with a lot of meth, and it was purple that I was looking for 9 times out of 10. But it was crazy expensive, but we got it was like a laser tester. And they got that once fentanyl kind of became a thing, because then you didn't have to spread it out or anything. You would just kind of dump it safely in a container without it being anywhere near you. Where those little packets, you wanted to scrape off the littlest amount, because you wanted the weight for the charge. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But you would have to, and in fucking with it, and then possibly when you were breaking those little glass vials, every once in a while, if that was an old test kit, it was like plastic that it was in.
Yeah, it would just crumble, kind of.
So you would break it, and it could potentially pierce, and you have now liquid form of that drug. So yeah, anyways. In both Texas, those dudes shot each other. And another cop gets hit by a third guy. Yeah, you're probably right. You are probably right. You joke. I probably worked 3 ag assaults. That's just me personally. And just Google Arlington road rage in Texas, and you'll totally get it. It was wild.
Isn't it legal in Texas to duel?
Yes, you can. You can
call the cop and fight somebody.
So you don't call the cop. So what you do? So I have disrespected Sean by talking shit about Florida, right? And he says, "No, you're not gonna talk shit in my presence. You either get out of my house or we're gonna fight." And I said, "Well, the Cowboys game is on, so I don't want to leave because you have cable. So let's fight, okay? We're not gonna press charges for assault. We're gonna fight." So we duke it out. And the cops show up because they just hear the ruckus, right? So I feel like I kicked Sean's ass, but Sean really knows in his mind that he kicked my ass. If they show up, black eyes or not, doesn't matter. As long as serious bodily injury, so as long as he's not breaking hands or my face or anything crazy like that, the cops show up and they're gonna ask me, "Do you want to press charges?" But hell no, I won that fight. Sean laughing, he's gonna be like, "Well, I for sure won that fight, so I don't care to press charges." He got an ass whooping, which is way better than an assault charge, right? There's no offense. I could maybe articulate breach of peace if you did it in a public place. So I'd say that there was assault, and even though you didn't want to press charges, I tacked on that breach of peace aspect to a misdemeanor in my presence if I saw it, right? So I could arrest on that aspect, but I couldn't charge y'all with no victim for assault. As long as serious bodily injury and weapons aren't involved. Mutual combat, Google it in Texas, is totally a thing.
Yeah.
In
Washington, It's a thing in Washington State too. But so let's say you and I want to fight. We find a cop, or we call like the non-emergency line and say, "Can you send a cop over here?" And
no way.
The cop's basically a referee, and we fight until he thinks it's done, and then he stops it, and he's like, "All right, you two good?" And that's it.
I gotta do that. You know what? I want to drive over there just to do the thing.
Yeah.
Just to see if it's legit. We're gonna go factor cap. Can we mutual combat in Washington State?
Factor cap.
So, but yeah, I had a guy. It's funny because the call came out that two guys were fighting and someone pulled a gun out. Is how the call came out. So I show up and I detain the hell out of everybody. Yeah. And turns out the guy pulled his gun out to give it to his girlfriend to put it in the apartment. I was like, did he ever point?
What a guy.
Yeah. So it was over like a peewee football game or something stupid. Like, it was like the coach and one of the parents. And so they get into it after the game. They live like right next to each other in the same apartment complex. They get out, they start fighting, and he walks over to his girlfriend, pulls the gun out. Well, the guy gets freaked out because he just sees a gun, right? Or everyone yells gun. So he gets a crowbar, realizes that the guy put the gun up, so he just chucks the crowbar like into like the woods basically. And I found both things. And they just scrapped. And I called. The only reason why no one went to jail is I went and I talked to this lady, and I was like, okay, like what happened? And she was just like Mrs. Kravitz. Like, she was just chilling in her apartment watching the whole thing. She's like, yeah, the guy was like, oh, fuck it, we're going to fight. Pulled his gun out, like everyone said he did, but handed it to his girlfriend. Didn't point it at anybody. And so I gave them tickets for fighting in public because the breach of peace aspect of it, and cut them loose. My supervisor was like, give me a phone call because you're not arresting anybody. And I explained it, and she was cool. Shout out to, she knows who she is. One of my favorite supervisors ever. Shout out to Sergeant Burns. BODYCAM footage shows suspect firing at officers. Wow, this has got to be in America.
Oh yeah, brother. California.
La Abra Police Department. I hope nobody gets hurt. You've been warned.
911 emergency.
Hi, I'm currently getting followed, and I'm going to drive to the police station.
Big brain.
Okay, how far away are you?
I'm like 3 minutes away. I'm on Mojave Boulevard near Wingstop.
We got this call a lot. Someone's following me, and we tell them every single time, just drive to the police station.
Okay, what kind of car is following you?
It's a Toyota, an older Toyota. It's all black.
Do you have a license plate number?
I can't see it. They're like tailgating me.
Okay, was there some type of road rage incident, or what happened?
I don't know. Like, they've been following me since the freeway. I don't know if I cut them off or anything. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've been following me since the freeway.
Okay.
And every turn I do, they follow me.
Okay, have they done anything to you or said anything to you?
No.
And it's an older model black Toyota. Is it a truck or sedan?
It's a sedan. And it's
male or female driver?
It's a male.
So technically this is not an offense. Technically you could pull them over for following too closely if you're in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
That is a moving violation. That's what I would detain them on. But them following somebody is not a crime in and of itself. It's a public roadway. You're both allowed access to that public roadway. So unless there's like a restraining order or something weird like that, nothing about this is illegal. But my advice to you, free advice, is find a moving violation to stop the car on. You can detain the car and let this person go.
And there's always
something.
There's
something.
Something.
Anybody else in there with him?
No.
Still behind you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been making turns and he's been...
What kind of car are you in?
Go to the front.
Okay, what is he doing?
Oh, he's reversing.
Okay, is he...
And parking.
Reversing and parking?
I have my headlights on.
Okay.
Shout out to that Explorer. I guess we're going to walk right by him. I guess there's other officers there.
Associated with these cars? No.
Are
Okay.
you associated
We'll
with these
look at you in a
cars?
sec, okay?
Wait, what did he say?
I think that sound cuts in over the right
Hi. How's it going? Good. What's going on here? I'm just seeing somebody right now. Okay. Are you associated with these cars? No. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, they'll get you in a sec, okay?
No, bye.
All right.
Get out of here.
This guy? Hey.
Yeah, you might want to leave.
Are we not like doing anything with this car here?
Oh shit.
Oh,
holy shit.
I was not that. Oof, that got me.
I almost shitted myself.
Oh, that got me. Don't drop your gun. Don't drop your gun. Let's stay in this fight.
Don't be a bitch.
What are we doing? Let's get in the fight, my dude.
Take a selfie.
Where are you hit?
On the chest, fuck.
Okay, you're okay. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Hey, let's. Did she smoke that guy?
I hope so. Because holy
Okay,
shit.
he didn't stand much of a chance in that because there's no way of him confirming that was car related or whatever the hell it was. Like, there's no way for him to know. However, like,
cheap shot.
And I get fight or flight. I get a lot of this stuff, but start playing mental games with yourself and thinking, if I get shot, first thing I need to do is make sure that guy dies. Because until that guy's dead or apprehended or whatever, I cannot save myself. I have some creature walking around trying to kill me. Same thing if you're a cop there, and I totally get, they would run us through these training scenarios where somebody would walk up and go bang, 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 this person's dead, and we would have to go through the motions of stepping over that person's body. They would even say, ask for help, plead for help.
Yeah.
Where I'm like clawing at Sean's leg, save me, I'm dying. Sean's job is to be like, get good, scrub, and go and handle problems, and then come back to me.
Yeah, should have got shot, nerd.
You can, literally, and it sounds insensitive, but like, hey, none of us are safe until that guy's done. I know that sounds mean and really insensitive, and I feel for this guy, but like, from a safety standpoint, let's not let anybody else get shot here.
1033, suspect is down. I've got an officer.
Based.
Let's not move.
Yeah.
Towards him.
Yeah.
Let's not make sure he's dead.
Yeah. I'm not advocating for dead checks, but at least get this guy in handcuffs and secure the weapon.
Yeah.
Shout out to this chick. She might have saved this dude's life.
You're like, come on, man.
No. If he's holding the gun again, he gets shot.
Bang.
There's
Bang,
no orders.
Dead people,
People
can't hold things.
Exactly.
Suspect, drop the gun!
Crank the round off.
Suspect, drop the gun!
Crank the
I'll
round
shoot
off.
you again!
Crank the round off. Shoot
Drop
the gun.
the gun or
Shoot
I
the
will
gun.
shoot you again!
Shoot the gun. Shoot the gun.
Drop the gun!
Shoot the gun. Shoot the gun. I've said this so many times.
Suspect, drop the gun!
Shoot the gun. Shoot the gun.
Facing into the PD. Anybody standing inside this lobby?
Broken record syndrome.
Hey, he's right
Don't
here.
be a
He's
broken
got a gun
record.
in his hand. He's still moving. Get him out of here.
You're good. You're good. Where you shot at? Where you shot at? Where you shot at?
Let's pull him out.
Where you
Let's
shot at?
pull him out and let's deal with this now.
Let's get that fucking dog up there.
Oh my god.
I heard a dog pull up.
Where's he shot at? Hey, Millward. Millward, where you shot at?
Hey, she's okay. She's okay.
You know, there's some lieutenants sitting inside of that station like, fuck that. I ain't dealing with
Yeah.
that. Jeez.
Yeah.
I can't stand that shit.
He got on the radio and said, this is the EOC. We're stood up. Let us know what you need.
Let us know what you need. Oh.
Hey, get him out of here. Where's
Yep.
he shot at?
Let's
Where's
get him
he
out.
shot?
Let's get him out. Let's get him out.
He said in the
Drag
chest.
his ass.
Let's get him out.
He's still got the gun. I can't look.
Relax. Hey, get him. Let's get him out. Get him out. Help me drag him out. Hey, you two drag him out.
Somebody gets it. Man, what a piece of shit.
Hi. How's it going? Good. What's going on here? I'm just seeing somebody right now. Okay. Are you associated with these cars? No. Okay.
I totally get why he was like, well, screw it. He's not involved. I would make that guy leave. It's the only thing I could say. But I totally, I really not too much of a fault of this guy for not thinking anything. Because he's thinking, well, I got somebody following so-and-so, you know?
Yeah. Well, they'll get you in a sec, okay?
He wasted no time.
This guy? Hey,
Oh, she saved his life, dude.
Yeah.
She saved his life. She 100% saved his life. That was bang, bang. Shout out to her. So look at that. It was a female cop fucking crushing it. Absolutely. She wasn't, please, sir, put the knife down. Oh, say hello to the pooch. Raro. Bow. Okay, we got 3 left, and then we'll be done. Or 4 left. We'll be done. Gotta hammer these things out. Admin's gonna write her up. You're probably right. Let's be honest. Best part here, Richard. I cannot agree with you online. Send the dog with a vest and a turret attached. The irony is, this is taking place outside of the... Yeah, I was taking it... Like, the fact that there wasn't a bigger police response, like, immediately is wild.
Yeah. And we do send the dog. Because whenever humans... Dogs are tools in law enforcement. They're not. I mean,
I'd have just shot him again.
Well, yeah, if you're not going to shoot him and you're not going to advance on him, at least send the fucking dog to make sure he's alive.
Yeah. No wonder Wonder Woman within a female cop was activated the moment she saw the gun. Bro, she fucking saw it and handled, like, that was handling up.
Domed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of get
She's
now
pretty
why maybe she didn't shoot him again. Because, like, I think she probably saw the effect that first couple rounds had on him. Was like, he's probably dead. I just can't see. And he just kind of... He didn't move after that. He probably was deceased upon hitting the ground.
Yeah.
But I thought he had re-picked it up. I think he just... When you hit the off switch, everything stops moving. Like, muscles seize the whole nine, and they just kind of topple over. The only reason I said is he didn't try to catch himself or nothing. He just kind of... So, I'm a little less mad that she didn't shoot him again, but at the same time...
Like, go.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go secure it, and then we can go deal with the guy. I am mad that it took so long to... The guy said it like 5... He's like, hey, let's drag him out. Let's drag him out. And then, I respect... I was never shot in line of duty. I knew an officer that was shot in line of duty, but, like... I guess your brain just probably does weird shit. He immediately went for his phone. Maybe he was thinking he's going to go call his wife so he doesn't die without telling her goodbye or whatever. It gets dark. We're cops. We're dark people. But, like, if you don't want to react like that in that type of situation, start to work on the neural pathways that, hey, if I'm getting injured, I need to fight back first. Fight back first and then sort everything else out later. Do robots with turrets attached exist? They do. I think there's a couple of police departments that have they have bomb ones. They don't have guns on them, but they do have, like, you can attach an explosive. That's how they took out the guy in Dallas when he shot all those police officers. I don't know how I feel about a robot with a gun on it. But we're probably going in that direction, so whatever. Buy bigger guns. You got to be able to penetrate metal.
Yeah.
I mean, there's CWIS. I don't know what CWIS is.
CWIS? It's so like on a ship.
Oh, is it like a little minigun that kind of?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I can't remember what it's called. It's like counter fucking surface. It's counter something.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
USMC robots with guns.
I told him we were going to wait on him, but I don't know where he comes.
Okay, I'm also team. If we have a gun out because we need a gun out, let's not point it at the floor.
Yeah.
It's either in the holster or pointed at something. Maybe low ready. I bless, right? But, like, let's not do this.
Oh, I thought he was at the office.
Fucking county guys, dude. What are we doing?
Just standing in the funnel.
Fucking county guys. I got 2 open doors here. I have more than 2 people here. There's a third person, I think, that was approaching. Go ahead and divide and conquer and do your thing or whatever. But, like, this has got to feel stupid. If we are searching an unknown threat area, A flashlight needs to not be the only thing you're pointing at it. You would potentially walk into a deadly threat. I don't know what is there a call text here? Entered the church to make sure. Bro, it's a burglary. This is a felony in progress. Potentially an armed felon. You treat it like it's a deadly threat. People.
Sheriff.
This would be a write-up at my department, which it should be. But this would be a write-up. This act into itself, going into an unknown threat area, you're at the very least getting lectured. Oh, there we go. Look at it. He had it out. Shout out to him. Okay. Swap batteries in your weapon-mounted lights. You're not having to do this. It was a dumb feeling. I had to do this my whole police career, and it was a dumb feeling every time I had to. Let's get out of that. Let's get out of that doorway.
That's the one they busted out.
Let's not announce ourselves either.
Yeah. No. Announcing's for suckers.
Yeah.
That's a joke. We should announce every single time. just in case somebody takes it out of context. If you are law enforcement, you need to say, police, police. If you're in here, come out with your hat. You should bluff every single room you go into. You enter a new room, yell at them. It's the police. If you're in there, let me know. Show me your hands. Give them 2 and go to the next room. And then go to the next room. And then go to the next room. Rinse and repeat, dude. These things matter, both for legal and for tactical reasons. What's...
Hey, come here. What? Look right here. Yeah.
What?
Do you think that back room's secure?
Probably not.
If I told you, hey, dude, check out this meme in the middle of a building. Maybe if we were like partners for a really long time, this is like the 1,000th time we've gotten like a burglary at the same place, and there's no broken windows, there's no open doors, it's just like the wind blew, and there's that one fucking door that doesn't latch right. Maybe we're cracking up like this, but like you got broken glass, broken windows, it's a church, an extra piece of shit to burglarize a church. Like, let's treat this like it's something.
Where's the booking sheet? Are you kidding me? Don't. Here, let me get a picture of it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're worried about touching it. It's a booking sheet, dude.
Let's not clear the premises before we start taking pictures.
But I also want to point out the only cop that's absolutely crushed it today has been a female officer. Y'all are doing great.
Yeah.
British cops and male cops right now are taking big fat L's this whole time.
Massive.
There we go.
Did you say your last name Murph?
Oh, crazy.
Bro, what?
Crazy. There was somebody in there.
You hit me in my head.
Oh, he shot you. Crazy.
Let me get back to the radio. Fuck. Call it in.
They don't have radios.
What do you got in your hand, dude? Let me see your hands.
Nothing.
You alright?
I thought you was an intruder.
Where you hit at?
Crazy. Crazy. If you announce, you don't have a fucking problem.
Everywhere.
Oh, now you feel like an asshole, don't you?
Alright, dude. Lay your legs straight out, dear. Let me see where you hit at. Dear, can you lay your legs straight out?
Okay, let's throw some gloves on. Let's do some first aid. You still don't know if this lady's legit a parishioner at this church, protecting the church from potential burglars. That probably did happen. But let's expeditiously try to help this lady we just might have smoked for protecting the church.
Where is this at?
Where is this at? Hold on. This is Baldwin County. This is Georgia?
Yeah. Burglary and arson. She got charged.
Okay, so I guess she was a suspect.
I mean, but
this is why
she
you
probably
clear
didn't
insecure.
have to get shot.
Probably not. You announce enough,
In
she probably comes out. And...
Imagine that being the church you go to,
dude.
Showing up the next day.
That red stain will never go away the same, you know.
Yeah.
I can't see where you hit.
Okay, we gotta put some gloves on.
Hands on her
Let's
or
put
something.
some gloves. Let's secure and get her some help.
She is a suspect first.
Yep.
You hit in the stomach? Anywhere? Can you feel it? Can you tell me where you hit at here? Can you tell me where you hit at?
I'm done watching this.
Yeah, that's fucking annoying.
Oh my god, I skipped 8 minutes.
As fast as we can, okay?
We got some ghetto first aid. 12 minutes.
I mean, they are in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Body cam probably skipped. I hope you're proud of yourself. Hey, bro, check out this meme. Y'all are so stupid. Take that L. Big L for that here. Taylor G, what's going on? Yes, Taylor, I'm a very busy live stream today. And L in the chat for these deputies. For not announcing. Alfred. He's a negative 25 friendly fire. Oh my god.
Friendly fire will not be
it won't be tolerated. What's talk, right? From Ready or Not? He says, stop acting outside. Your ROE. Poofy already said it. This is talk. Stop acting outside your ROE. Talk. No. Oh my god. Get fired, deputy. Yeah, that's a good way to get fired. That's probably actually we had a officer in Fort Worth that just got charged with manslaughter for shooting a lady because he didn't announce when he was outside and then shot at her through the window, and she was a homeowner. So there are consequences for that, and I guarantee you there's probably going to be some consequences for, at the very minimum. No, there was a suspect. It's a suspect that attacked a cop. That she was committing a crime, felony in progress. I get all that. But announcing gives you so much, and also treating your unknown threat area like an unknown threat area probably makes that considerably safer, not just for you, but for the suspect. It just
if not being fired, a write up and then death.
Oh, you froze for a second. You're back.
Oh, really? I'm back.
Yes, you're back.
Chris wants to know where Bill is.
What's going on, Chris? Thank you for the super chat. And Bill has family in, and I have family in tomorrow, so we're doing a surprise live stream on Wednesday. So thank you.
I'm just Walmart version of Bill today.
we got. This is the Bill we have at home.
Yeah.
Who's got a sweet T-Rex sweater? I will add that. I'm wearing a Mike Loop shirt, and he's wearing a very, very sick sweater. I've been online for like 6 hours now, I swear, between my work live stream and then this live stream. So shout out to that. Shooting in a missionary has to be 1,000 bad karma. Yeah. If that's the Fallout. Was it Fallout that has karma? I don't remember which game it is that has karma like that and like bad shit starts to happen to you. I missed the epic Bill sweater. Oh, Chris is just in here saying hi to everybody. Well, shout out to Chris. You guys say hi to him. Josh needs to call Nana to get a sweater. We call her Abuelita, where I'm from. We'll keep going. Although I have the other side of my family. I call her Mimi. That's what she wants to be called. Oh, what's the call text here? Hold on, before I watch this. Bodycam shows another pew-pew. The hostage situation. Salt Lake City, Utah.
Wow.
This sounds sketchy. He's already grabbing for her. This feels bad already. Pamela!
Step it up.
Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. And Merry Christmas to all as well. I won't apologize for it. It's Merry Christmas here at OnlyCops.
Drop the knife and... Hey!
I think I take that shot.
Yeah, no, he's getting 100%.
I got a brick wall and he's got an arm length distance. I'm probably
Bang,
inside
bang.
of 10 feet. I'm taking that shot.
Yeah.
This is going to be aggravated assault, unlawful restraint in Texas, and probably what's the other one? You could probably almost articulate attempted homicide. Where there's probably some exigent thing that makes a charge higher. Love the gloves right on. Oh, even Alfredo said, seems like a clear shot. I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
This is
British police taught me this. Sir, please stop doing that. Go watch the earlier part of the stream and you'll get the joke. It's pretty magical. There it is. Is that a candle? Oh, it's Febreze. It's legit a spray. It's an aerosol spray.
Same shit as OC. I mean,
I want to thank both Chris and Pamela for monetizing the unmonetizable stream, and thank you to everyone who's currently watching, and currently doing that stuff. We are currently on it's a hostage situation here in Salt Lake. Oh, I lost Sean for a little bit.
I will tase you if you don't stop. Stop right there. Hey!
Now this is a harder shot. I'm not team tase him while he's holding somebody else, and it won't go through one or the other person. It's just tasers aren't terribly accurate, so I'm not gonna try to tase one person, accidentally tase the victim here. I'm also not team akimbo taser gun. I'm not team that either, because now you ineffectively can aim neither one of these things. John Wick is on the scene. Juan said akimbo. 60% of the time, please work every time. Wow.
Hostage. Put it down.
So I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably team walk right up to this guy, grab him by the hand, and put that on his temple and shoot him. That sounds shitty, but that's probably the only thing you can do at this point now that you're in this. I'm probably not cracking this round off. I could hit it, sure, but I don't think I'm 100% on that. So, but yeah, you just close the gap, go put it on there and say hey, tell me what the bottom of my barrel looks like, and then for the
because he's not 100% mental, so he's probably not going to react.
No.
If you just walk up there.
Yeah. Would you take that shot with a rifle? Probably not at that distance, unless I've done a lot of training on that. So the problem with taking a shot at this distance with a rifle is going to be called offset. So you have height over bore, which is your optic is here, and the rifle barrel itself is here. You typically it can be as little on a hunting rifle is 1.5 inches, and as much, depending on if you have these sky high mounts, as 3 to 4 inches. And so the problem is that when you zero something, these 2 points converge on what you would consider your zero. You either zero from 25, 50, 100 yards, wherever, but it only converges at that point. If you go past that point, sometimes depending on the caliber or whatever, you'll actually shoot higher than what you're aiming for a very short distance, and then it'll go down from there. But oftentimes, specifically with a rifle, because standard rifle zeroing's at 50 yards for most police departments. Every once in a while, they'll do 25.
75 to 100.
Yeah. So your offsets by a lot. So technically, if I was going to land the shot, I'd actually be aiming either at the top of his head or almost off the top of his head, to be aiming as high on that target as I possibly can, because I'm going to miss almost 2 to 3 inches low at 0 to 10 yards as I would be at 75 yards. At 50 yards, I might, to be honest, if I have the right glass.
Yeah, but he's moving.
That's what I'm getting at, is that becomes the problem. Yeah. This is a moving target. I'm this close to missing, and specifically at this distance, though it would be easier with a rifle, your offset is very, very.
Yeah.
It's almost 2 to 3.
Adrenaline.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting at.
You need somebody 100 yards away with a bipod shooting 308.
But you walk right up to the guy, you sit there and say, "Hey, listen to the barrel of my gun," and you just handle the situation. It's really the only play you have at this. Pamela agrees with me. Shut up. Chris, would you take that shot? Yeah, Chris. AR would have been perfect. I agree in this instance, but like I said, there's an offset here that I'd be concerned about. Poofy with the ready or not tactics, I bless it. Oh, I just read Poofy's comment. No, Poofy, we're not doing that. Rush him and John Cena then both. Why do I read these? Yeah, and Chris says nope on that shot as well.
Put it down.
You got a great backstop. You got a nice brick wall.
I would.
You walk right up to him and
I would accidentally miss just to
startle him. Yeah.
Somebody took it.
Who's shooting? Probably a rifle.
Hey.
That's a whiff. That's a whiff. That's a whiff. That's a hit. Oh, there you go. The first couple were either misses or very ineffective shots.
Well, and the other problem with shooting a rifle at that close is the velocity is so high that you can't feel it.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So he probably got hit.
It
He
just
didn't
zipped right
feel
through him. Yeah, it's true.
Because the velocity is just.
Well, you're like 3,100 feet per second. It's quick, especially out of a full length. If you're like a 16-inch gun, you're talking.
Yeah,
that's a laser beam coming out of
3,600 feet per second.
It's fast. It's real stupid fast.
Depending on your grain and all that stuff. Yeah.
Anyways, I am team take the shot. Results matter. She seems hopefully uninjured. We'll see if he went to slide lock.
Dude,
it's not worth it. Put it down.
Oh, she takes the shot.
I guarantee you, dude. I promise you. Look, I don't make promises I can't keep. I don't make promises I can't keep. I
Looks
promise
like
you
she's
that.
holding a rifle.
Hey, look, dude. It's not worth it.
Maybe not.
Oh, she got. Man, do you see that? She got perfectly still. That's shout out.
It's not
she
worth
knows
it,
a
dude.
thing or two because she's singing.
Yep. That was with the handgun. Woo!
Damn.
That I don't know that I'm cranking that round off, but
well,
shout out to her.
She got it perfectly. Like
shout out to her.
He bladed.
Yeah. I wonder if she got hit. Let's see.
Hope not.
Yeah, he was pretty deceased at the scene. It doesn't say whether she got hurt or not.
Oh, she's a competitive shooter.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yep. Is a high-ranking competitive shooter. Wow.
She probably has like some Gucci gun that is
some just super tack driver, and it's just different. Your skill level, your equipment, your competence in it's very, very different. Like I said, initially I was like, oh yeah, I'd smoke this guy in a heartbeat. I know I can hit. You're talking about like, and I used to practice that when I had. This was on a Gen 4 Glock 17. I would always make myself, I'd do a lot of stuff from retention. I would walk out to 30 yards and I would aim at a 3-inch target. Now, did I hit it all the time? No. But that's what I aimed for. And it's even, you can't even really see it on your sights at that point because these are Glock sights, let's be honest. But like, I at least got to the discipline of saying if I had to crank a round off at this distance, and I got to a point where I was probably hitting at least a 5 to 10 inch target at 30 yards really, really consistently. I never got to that 3 inch is like incredible. I mean, you would be John Wick at that point. But stretching yourself to the point where I was getting into misses was I'm trying to increase my skill. Shout out to that. Oh, you know what? Apathy brings it up. That is the second female police officer that has absolutely crushed it today. All of these dudes taking fat L's.
Let's see if this dude kills it.
Every single dude has taken. I've talked so much shit about cops today. But shout out to these two female officers. You have crushed it and brought it. We're gonna throw an L in, or a W in the chat for our second absolute John Wick. Or you know what? It's the chick from Wanted, Angelina Jolie's character. That's where she is. There it is. Attempt to stop a vessel full of illegal immigrants.
Bunch of illegals, man.
They're illegals. There are people not respecting our immigration.
There might be, there's going to be individuals coming out from the cabin. One individual came out with a ski mask on. They're at the north side of the church. North side of the church. Stop the boat! East side.
Going to be a huge write-up if you damage this boat. massive write-up because anything hurts boats. They're not like cars.
Well,
It's got to be way more
this
expensive to fix.
This is Florida, though.
Oh, I didn't think
you're not
about
getting-
that.
You're not getting written up.
Are we doing it? Pit that boat. Pit that boat.
You're not getting because these. I mean, you got a shit ton of unidentified people going into a residential canal.
That's true.
You're not getting in trouble for that shit.
Pit that boat.
I'm ramming the hell out of them.
Producer Juan's already on it. He says, "Pit that boat."
East side, just south of the bridge. They are now crashing into the seawall.
Wow, that got wild.
Dude, this intro gets me hard.
Here we go. Boat runs from police.
On June 17th, 2021, a Broward County Sheriff's deputy was assigned to the Marine Patrol Unit in Pompano Beach, Florida. The deputy was advised a vessel was traveling along the Intracoastal Waterway, plowing through the water and traveling faster than the speed zone allows.
That's a big no-no.
I did not know they had like speed zones for that.
Yeah. Dude,
Oh, Chris has to
this looks
poll.
like
Am I offended? I just watched this report. That's funny.
No, this is it looks like a no wake zone.
Oh, I see.
He activated his emergency lights in order to determine if there was any distress and need for assistance. However, the vessel would not stop.
So if he'd have just driven normally, it wouldn't have any problem.
Hey, cut it off. Put it in neutral.
Pamela says, right up for sure. Pit that boat.
As the vessel increased its speed, the deputy suspected they were not in distress, but were actively engaged in smuggling operations and attempting to get to land.
Oscar 528.
All that radio traffic's got to be horrendous. With all that wind, that's got to be horrendous, dude.
I got a vessel headed southbound past Northeast 14th Street.
Dude, also, your orientation's got to be perfect because there's no street signs. It's just water.
Well, he's got a big ass GPS right
Oh,
there.
that works. That works. Okay. That makes sense.
And these guys do this
all the time.
24/7.
Legit. Shout out to these guys. This is a different animal. I don't know anything. We had a boat for Lake Worth, but I never got on it. That was a West Side thing.
I believe it might be smuggled.
These dudes do it all the time.
He's traveling in a vessel.
The vessel happened to be carrying a total of 16 undocumented immigrants from Bimini, Bahamas to Florida.
See if we got CBP ammo available and pop unit.
Or he's in pursuit.
Crazy part is they're in an area where as soon as they start pursuing somebody on a boat, you have FWC, which is Texas Game Wardens. It's the equivalent.
Sure.
FWC, Coast Guard, Customs and Border Protection.
Oh, I think about that because that's all.
Everybody.
They're all interested now.
Because they're right there on the Space Coast, dude. And then you can even get like the Kennedy Space Center SWAT team out there.
Dang.
Like, everybody.
What kind of assets would Coast Guard bring to this?
You got a helicopter. They have snipers on board helicopters with 50 cals that can shoot out. They're trained to shoot out
Engines?
the engines. Yeah.
Baller.
And then you have Broward County air units and marine units, and then you got Coast Guard marine units and CBP marine units and FWC marine units.
We're at 9 votes. At Pit That Boat, there's yes has 33% of the vote, and hell yes has 67% of the vote. I'll let that poll stay open for a little bit longer.
By CBP ammo, the maritime officers, see if they have anything out of the water. Oscar 528, we need to get units probably over by Atlantic. He looks like he's trying to make get to a dock of some sort. There's going to be a barge right in the middle of the area right here, about a 1,000 block of North ICW. So I'm going to need either a beach unit by the sands and another unit that's the ICW.
So these pursuits are the coolest because you'll have people coming in from pretty far away, and because you're the local like beat cop, you kind of have a pretty good lay of the land. And as you hear how it's going out, you start to kind of stage or like parallel the pursuit. So in case it veers off towards you, like you're ready. It's the most fun, and it gives me butterflies thinking about it. This was the most fun I had in policing. It was every single time somebody ran or every single time there's like a big call happening. Even if you weren't immediately involved, every good cop that was out there already started putting themselves strategically. If a foot chase came in the 70s for us, was 270s was a beat. I was already going towards the canals because that's where everyone ran. And I would go and I'd park my car and I'd turn my little lights on, I'd lock it, and I'd be like, all right, they're gonna run down there towards the canals. I'm gonna catch them before. And 9 times out of 10, because you did this all the time, you would be there. Everybody's making fun of everybody. This chat's gotten out of control. I love you guys though.
Hey, stop the fucking boat! We're on the inside. It's going to be a white, approximately 25-foot cuddy cabin. There might be, there's going to be individuals coming out from the cabin. One individual came out with a ski mask on.
It's your coyotes if this is Mexico. I don't know what they call them in the Bahamas.
He's going to probably be more inside the cabin, but I can't advise right now. I can't get the FLs at this point. It's going to have a white canopy top. It's going to have 2 gray, older style Yamaha-looking motors. Houston. He's still going southbound. He may have run aground. He may have messed up his prop because he went on the west side of the bridge. He's at the church. At the church.
You hear all the sirens?
I have 2 other males that just came out. One black male, one Hispanic-looking male. They're at the north side of the church. North side of the church.
It sucks being on a boat because like you can't go.
Nope, you gotta secure the boat. Yeah, you can't really do anything. ICW, Intercoastal Waterway. Nice. Mega yachts, Alfredo.
Having several individuals coming out right now. Right now we're about 10. They're walking along the seawall. They're in the water. We got 3 in the water, 4 in the water.
The 26-year-old Bahamian boat captain, later identified as Jeremy Roll, led law enforcement on a pursuit and eventually crashed into a seawall, resulting in several migrants fleeing throughout the city.
CBP ASAP right now. We need AMO out here.
AMO is the CBP Aviation and Marine Operations Command.
That's smart.
Maybe 10 to 12 individuals that are still on the boat that's proceeding southbound.
From this is brought to you by my favorite body cam company. Thank you, Sergeant George, for pointing that out. Hit that boat.
East side, just south of the bridge. They are now crashing into the seawall.
Crashing. Crashing's a good word.
They are now on landfall, headed running eastbound.
Oh, they got a bumper boat.
Pop unit, if you're en route, they are about a block south of Atlantic Avenue, Atlantic Boulevard, headed eastbound from the ICW.
Of the 16 occupants, there were 3 previously removed immigrants that were on board Jeremy's boat. 54-year-old Andrew DeVoe, who illegally entered the U.S. after being deported for aggravated felony convictions.
Nice.
42-year-old Marvin Caradis, who was deported for convictions in Florida for murder and other felonies and served a 14-year prison sentence in 2018. And 27-year-old Pam Zagar, who has also been previously removed.
We should open the borders.
100%.
You have a life jacket on, all right? You're okay. Give me a second. I'm going to get you to the boat. Jay, I need you to get to 14th Street right now and get on a boat. Get south of Atlantic. I got a bunch of migrants over here.
Migrants.
All right.
Pilgrims.
Hey, that guy's got a gun. That guy's got a gun right there behind the wall. Come on. Roger, give me your chair. I got your boat. Just watch that for me. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Guy on board right there. All right, see you guys. Got a gun. What color is he wearing right now? Black.
Bro, look at Cito out there being...
Bro, they're about it.
Bro, that's a civilian boat towing company.
Is that really?
Out there, Cito, yeah, it's a civilian.
Hell yeah.
They tow boats.
And they're out there doing work.
Dude, look at those guys, man.
We got the aviation unit coming right now. Hey, you went under?
Oh, dude, nothing is cover for you here. There ain't nothing cover on that boat. That's all concealment.
That's a fiberglass boat right there.
That's a bad feeling.
I can't hear you. What happened? Hey, see if you can get a unit to check this fence right here. He said that he saw one of them with a firearm. All right, one of them might be armed. Sarge, that's the only one that we had visual as of right now. But before, there was about 4 males that had gone eastbound.
All you can do is relay information.
There's nobody there. What back from dropping the dog off, and I see this boat coming in like this. I'm like, oh shit, maybe he's taking on water. Hey, Dad, you want to pump? And it's 2 fucking smoke show chicks and a flat out his motor.
2 smoke show chicks.
Bro, I definitely thought he was going to run aground right here. Well, I kept telling him, I was like, go to the beach over there because I thought he was sick.
Bahamas, Romania, Venezuela, Jamaica, and the United Kingdom. All of them were eventually deported.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's gonna make us all sick. Hey, he tripped. It was hard to watch. Avert your eyes. I'll tell you when it's good to watch.
497. Come on. Hey, make sure they don't have any weapons.
Hey, shout out for her for making scene fast. You know what? I respect. This is the female cop number 3 that sat there and was like, "Let me make sure I can be useful." Shout out to her.
Hey, get up.
Hell yeah, brother.
Get up here.
Look at the wake there, dude.
Oh, fuck. 3 more people on that side. Go. Fuck.
That's a good cop.
On the east side. The bridge is up, though, at Atlantic. Eastbound, across the bridge.
Okay, don't get yelling on the radio. If you don't have anything to contribute, don't yell at the radio. I will critique that. Also, a sin for the pink cuffs.
He's inside the dumpster. I need another unit here with me. Get the fuck out! No!
My God.
No! Do not fight! Do not fight!
This is the type of PTOs I was raised on. This is how they handled stuff.
Go on the ground! Go on the ground now!
Look at that, hands
On the
on.
ground now! On the ground now! Let go!
Ask, tell.
Go on the ground now! Go on the ground!
It's an old timer.
Okay? Go on the ground! Go on the ground now! Go on the ground now!
Hey, on the ground!
Put your hand behind your back!
Hey, on the ground!
Put your hand behind your back! Do it now!
Shout out to this old timer.
Put your hand behind your back!
I can't breathe.
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh,
I
can't breathe.
forgot how much that phrase triggered me. Every time, dude. Post 2020, man. It was every time. They didn't have a problem. They didn't have a problem beating the hell out of somebody.
Yeah, and when they were running from you, but as soon as you catch them,
Man, the second, I can say this now that I'm out, but seriously, it's a thing.
Put your hand. Turn around.
I cannot breathe.
All right, put your hand behind the back.
I cannot breathe, please.
Put your hands behind the back.
Shout out to that joint.
Come on, I don't have them. I have it here. All right, you're gonna see.
Shout out to the
Can't
shorts.
breathe because you're fat.
Oh, that's just up.
I can't breathe. All right, just have a seat.
We got one more south here. Between Riverside and Hibiscus.
Bro, shout out to these sleeves, dude. Look at that. She's ripped, man.
Still gonna have one between Riverside and Hibiscus from 2nd to 4th.
He's wearing a red.
Sarge, keep walking down that dock.
Yeah, everybody's here.
Dude, the whole county, as soon as they heard migrants,
They're there.
We're
Chase
there,
him. Pamela. Yeah, the doc probably does not narrow it down. I'll be honest.
Over there, the dock.
Sergeant George. Use your car. Always use your car when you can.
All right, we still have one in a red hoodie.
Put her in a car.
yeah, loser.
Oh, loser. Crazy. We all have everyone being handcuffed to the back. They didn't have to stab 4 people.
Yeah.
Just being safe. But it's all fun and games to have a Riverside property until this happens.
Yeah.
All right, so I got the female that was hiding back here.
There's females right there. There was a couple females over here.
I got a female that
Okay.
was just hiding here, so we need to check the yard.
I saw a white man, a black male in a white long sleeve t-shirt, but it was over by the bank. That's when I first pulled up. I don't know if it's part of it though.
Officer, loosen this cuff right here. This one
Huh?
too tight. This one too tight.
You're gonna have to wait a little bit, okay? I can't do anything. Just relax.
It's doing my pulse. It's doing my pulse. I can feel it. Everything just doing like this.
Okay.
It takes a really long time to develop nerve damage or anything like that from a lack of circulation. The best way to prevent that from happening with handcuffs is to not break the law.
Please,
Yeah.
please.
No, it's.
Also, when you're not resisting when someone's applying handcuffs, it's a lot easier to apply handcuffs on you properly the first time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
had
if you
huge
don't
guys.
fight-
I had one guy, I had to triple cuff. That's how broad his
Jesus.
shoulders. He was humongous. But he was literally too wide for doors. And I remember we had to get him to just lay down in the Tahoe because that's the only way we could move him. But I normally double cuffing. I do that periodically. But I had to triple cuff the guy. That was wild. Thanks for the awesome. Oh, she got her package. Pamela. I'm glad you got it. You've given a lot of love to the channel. We just want to give a little bit of love back.
It's not too tight.
This one right here. Loosen up. See, that's what I'm talking about. Loosen up tight. Loosen up a little bit.
I have to wait for another unit, okay?
No, man. Loosen up, man. Oh.
Just relax, okay? Huh?
He's,
I've been like, oh damn, that
so
sucks,
just
bro.
sit down because now that
Can't
I'm
relate.
he said, "Can't relate."
Loosen up a little bit. Loosen up a little
Yeah, I
bit.
feel sorry for you, man.
Yeah, just.
That's rough.
Yes.
That is rough.
I blacking out. Please, I see in blackness.
Give me a second.
I see in blackness.
That's why I read a death sound.
It ain't no second to loosen up, please, man. I'm seeing blackness. I'm seeing blackness.
That won't happen from your
Yeah,
wrist.
just move back a little bit.
All right.
Are you better?
Yeah, that's not good.
Just double.
Bro's chicks everywhere, dude. Shout out to her.
She just tightened him.
I heard that.
What is it?
The click, click.
Can what?
They hurt now?
You're not supposed to move your hands. That's why you're handcuffed.
Red hoodie.
Shout out to that Corvette.
Bro, they're everywhere.
Pamela, tase him.
Last seen here. Mateo was last seen here. That's 209.
You hear the air unit?
Red hoodie, Red pants.
But there's probably 3 helicopters in the air right now.
Just doing a big circle, right? I tell you what, nobody rats you out faster than a neighborhood. Bro, you start jumping fences, you'll get everybody coming out. Hey, I just heard him jump the fence. Okay. If I swear if this is a squirrel, I'm going to be pissed.
Which way they go? He went down. What's suspect, man? Do you have anybody in the car? No. Can you lower the windows? Oh, yeah.
Big brain.
You're good.
They're just trying to make sure nobody's holding them hostage, telling them to drive. Shout out to these cops, dude.
It's what a perimeter looks like.
Dude, shout out to Florida. Crushing it right now.
Be careful going out.
They are crushing it.
But just be careful.
That is what a perimeter looks like. Yep, you stop everybody.
For a suspect, do you mind if I look real quick in your car? No, you can. Okay, just lower the windows.
Hey, look at that. You know, everybody's like, hell yeah, look at my shit.
Alright, you're good. We have this. Okay, yeah. So try to exit this way. Be careful entering the intersection. Yeah.
There's 2 of y'all there. One of y'all could be directing traffic.
There's not a chance no one could be hidden in your truck, is it? Okay.
My guy.
Alright. Yeah, we just want to
I like this cop. He looked under the truck. My guy.
Hell yeah.
This guy's a wolf.
What?
Oh.
I don't know what you're saying, man. No, I'm not going to listen to you. What? Why you didn't listen to me when I asked you not to run? What are you doing?
Bro, old timers are wild. You are not obligated by any Supreme Court ruling or anything to have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
Though I advise it because it makes you look less of an asshole. If someone's just in this circular conversation, you sit there and say, unless you need emergency services, I have nothing else to tell you.
You scared?
And it's also not illegal to be an asshole.
But manners are not constitutionally protected.
Yeah, no. Your feelings don't matter.
Partner, what's going on, my guy? Deputy sounds like he's from Jamaica. He might be.
We have a lot of immigrant cops in Florida.
Like a third, if any police department in Texas, like a third of your police officers are going to be Mexican American or Puerto Rican or something. You find the last guy? There's the white shirt guy.
Yep, there's CBP. Or Border Patrol. They got out there quick.
Yep.
And the Coast Guard. Hell yeah.
Dude, that everybody.
Move back.
What?
Put your leg.
Oh, it's because he's too big for the...
Over there. Keep moving back.
This is why I'm an advocate for Tahoe sometimes, man. Some big people just don't fit in Chargers. That's a small back seat.
Let's go. Move back. Just put your feet down and move back. Put your legs down and move it back.
Get your fat ass in there.
There he goes. He's got it.
Go. Move back. Move. Slide back.
I just shut it. There you go, my guy. They're wrong for that. They should have stuck these chicks in the car and stuck the big... They're wrong for that shit. They're clearly annoyed at this guy. I'm going to ding him. That's a negative 25 on the... You're sticking these super tiny females.
It's pretty funny, though.
It is funny, though. Hash brown, Florida, dude. They don't give a fuck.
Where are you from? Jamaica? Huh? What's your name?
But she take me the name on the...
I got her. It's Gabriella. So
Venezuela?
She's from Romania.
I got one.
To mark their property.
Everybody's there. Bro, I bet you all of them are now playing Kick the Can.
Yep.
They're like, so...
Well, it's Border Patrol's problem.
I was going to say, I was like, this is a Border Patrol thing, right? All the fun, none of the paperwork. When you're a local cop and it's their problem, that's... The second it's another jurisdiction and they ask for help, you watch an entire city worth of cops. And you'll literally hear command staff will be like, hey, this unit, this unit, this unit, and this unit. Everybody else, fuck off. Like, you're not going. They will tell you how many of you will get to go. Because if not, literally the whole city would just empty of cops, and you'd go to whatever call this is, because there is no paperwork. You were just there, and maybe you got to do use of force, so you go do whatever, but... Juan, she took the long way to get here from Romania.
One white male Romanian and one white female Romanian. There are a couple.
Apathy's over here trying to pick himself up a Romanian chick. Can you spell her name, please?
They're cheap.
He said they're cheap.
The boat captain, Jeremy Roll, was ultimately sentenced to 5 years for trying to
like
smuggle
a good
into the
guy.
U.S. a
nice.
migrant previously removed from the country
I
following
guess these three
aggravated
are...
felony convictions, including
Nah, they
murder.
were all good kids.
He also pleaded guilty to
Nobody
aiding
would have
and abetting
known
certain migrants to
this would
enter
have
the
been their
United
life.
States. The convicted murderer, Marvin Caradis, who was charged in the same incident as
Marvin
Jeremy,
killing people.
pleaded guilty to illegal entry of a removed alien and was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison. In addition, Andrew DeVoe and Pam Zagar each pleaded guilty to illegal entry of a removed alien. Andrew was sentenced to time served, and Pam is scheduled to be sentenced.
Dang.
Do you enjoy our content?
That got wild. Oh, we got one more.
Hell yeah.
Last one, baby. See if I can zoom in on this at all. There's a bunch of junk here. This is a TikTok video. This is why we got to click on it like this.
Tic-tac.
TikTok. So anyways, this is interesting.
How are you doing?
Good. All right. What question? What are you doing?
Trying to trap some cats.
Okay. All right. We got a call that somebody was out here feeding the cats and stuff like that. So.
I'm trying to trap them.
Okay. You have your driver's license with you, man? Where do you take them once you trap them?
I don't know if this music's gonna get me in trouble or not, but we got monetized already, so it doesn't matter.
It's a lo-fi.
Yeah.
I got 3. Y'all have 3 cop cars because I'm feeding cats.
No, we always
Wow.
do this. It's
It's
fine.
unbelievable.
Right, you got manpower if you're rolling 3 deep to every call. That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
I bless it. Poofy's already like,
Don't have anything.
music.
Thank you, ma'am.
They ain't got
All right, give me
shit
just
else
a
to
second,
do.
myself.
Check out everybody.
Why don't you come up here and learn how to do this? Yes, sir. All right, sir. Better yet, why don't you go tell her to get the fuck out?
He's the tone to get the fuck out of here. That's a senior ass officer right there.
Don't come back. Okay.
You can tell, like... Yeah, you're still on FTO, right? Why don't you do this?
100%. That's a rookie having to do that.
Yeah. You ever trespass somebody before? No?
No, it's a good time to learn.
Yeah, you're gonna learn how to.
You go to jail for criminal trespass third.
So, question. So the lady's feeding cats in a park, right? She's saying she's trapping them. We can't tell which way or the other. Can you criminally trespass somebody from a public park without an offense? As a police officer.
In Florida, you can't feed wildlife.
And I buy that, right? So like if it's an alligator or it's like a bear or it's like whatever, the reason they don't encourage you feeding wildlife is because they could be potentially harmful to people, right?
Yeah.
What if I was feeding a squirrel?
Still wildlife.
So you'd issue a citation, right? For feeding squirrels?
I'd call the game wardens.
Sure, I get you on that.
I'm not doing it.
But that's what I'm getting as a municipal
I don't
cop,
really
right?
Understand.
So like,
I don't really understand. They were arrested recently for feeding and trapping feral cats. So they were practicing without a license, and then she said that she was back there trapping.
So she was.
Cats.
So they can arrest for. So I guess it's without a license. What does it say?
Well, I mean that is practicing without a license. It says that she was previously arrested, which means.
So she's already been. So she's a multi-offender here. She's offended multiple times.
So she's been arrested and now she's back out doing the same shit. So.
Oh, I guess there's a second lady here.
It might be a state park, and the state can trespass.
So I wonder where they're taking them to get spayed and neutered. Interesting.
Have them spayed and neutered. I don't know.
So it's without a license. So it requires a license to trap and get animals.
No, I thought they were spaying them themselves.
That's
the
that
only
I could
thing-
understand because you have to be a
That would be
veterinary
practicing without a
person.
license.
Sure. But if they're just trapping them to get them spayed and neutered somewhere else, right? Like if you're doing it as a humanitarian thing, it is weird.
I don't understand how that would be against the law.
No, ma'am.
But also, he's saying we're arresting you for criminal trespass. That's the threat here. If you don't leave, you go to jail for criminal trespass.
He just gave her a trespass warning, so he said next time.
But that's what I'm getting at is like, can you criminally trespass someone from a publicly available asset, right? Like this is a part. I've never done it, to be honest. Unless there was a crime associated with it, like if it was indecent exposure, or like if I had like now from a private business, we did it all the time.
They were previously arrested.
So maybe
obviously
it's just a weird.
Obviously, they committed some crime.
Some sort of crime. I don't know what it is. This is a weird one, but
and then they were caught in the act of doing it again.
Yeah.
So I guess you could trespass them.
But the headline here is check out this body cam footage of 2 Alabama women being arrested for trapping and spaying feral cats. Probably a little more complicated than that. Probably going to be my guess. However, you can and will see, depending on the municipality, the jurisdiction, a very overzealous application of the law, depending on what it's going towards. The easy example of this would be in the city of Arlington. If you did not have a driver's license that was valid and your car was stopped and you did not have insurance, we towed your car right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
Even if there was nothing else, like you speeding. Let's say I stopped you for speeding, right? Stop you for speeding. I could issue that citation, find out that you have FMFR, which I'm also going to issue the citation on, and then see that you don't have a driver's license, issue the citation on that, and then tow your shit. In fact, I didn't even have to issue the citations if I wanted to tow it. Yeah. My problem with that specifically was that most of the cars that were getting instowed were pretty poor where I was at. Like, they were incredibly poor, right? So I'm going to tow the car, and then what? Right? And what was extra shady about this is this was a city policy. This was not codified in state law. This was a city ordinance that basically they had. And guess what the city had? A very robust contract with a towing company. I'm talking one towing company. And it was fat. Like, they towed
everything. Have a rotation.
We had one company.
That's unethical. We have a rotation.
Kelly McKnight. And we only could call that towing company. If we called it over the radio, that was the only one that showed up to tow it.
That's unethical.
Shame.
In government, you can't.
You know how many insurance tows I did? Unless it was an accident.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Seems like
shady.
A revenue.
100%. It's 100% a revenue
thing.
So, anyways, it again. If a car needs to get towed and it needs to get towed, I get it. If you got into a fender bender and did not have car insurance, I was towing your shit. But if you were speeding, or you failed to use a blinker, or whatever, even if I had it, I didn't issue the citations simply because I did not want some creepy tow company making money. However, local municipalities often abuse their right to enforce city ordinances, and it leads to arrest, and it leads to incarcerations, it leads to criminal trespass. Is she going to get a discount on her taxes? Since she can't... I'm listening.
I just looked it up. It says 2 Alabama women have been convicted of misdemeanor crimes because of their efforts to feed and trap stray cats. They were guilty of criminal trespassing and disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct,
They were found guilty of criminal trespassing and interfering with governmental operations.
That I could see. And that's the charge I was looking for, and it didn't articulate that here. But there's if they're feeding and straying stray cats and collecting them or doing whatever, feed those cats.
So they're gonna appeal. They were arrested and taken to jail in June, and the police chief said that the woman had previously been warned not to feed stray animals. They had repeatedly been warned
by police to stop.
Yeah.
I should be curious. I'm guessing it's a city because I can't imagine unless there's a state law on the books for it. Because I get that, like you said, in Florida you can't feed the alligators.
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't say any law. It says feeding the cats has created a nuisance.
That's a code. That's a code enforcement thing. It's not really like a.
I don't understand how they would have been.
It's weird to me.
Interfering in governmental operations is weird. Criminal trespassing's weird because they were in disorderly conduct. Fucking maybe.
If they're feeding the cats, right, and like animal control tries to come up, right, which animal control's job is to go deal with this very specific task, and they get in the way of animal control all day long. I hook these ladies up for interference and do the whole 9, right?
Yeah.
If they're interfering with something like that, right? But like, it's the only thing to me. It feels to me like a overreach because they'll sit there and say, the right person complained, right? The right person complains about it, and now stuff gets done. Let's say it's like a city councilor or it's somebody on the Chamber of Commerce or whatever it is that you end up leveraging. And it's the reason why I bring this up is you're leveraging assets that should be for everybody against specific individuals just because you disagree with what they're doing. This can be applied whether it's Second Amendment rights, whether it's First Amendment rights, whether it's, wanting to go and eat at certain restaurants. I know it seems stupid and petty, and depending on how you're feeling on felines, this is going to dictate how you feel about this. But the reason it's a very
2
weird...
years.
Yeah, that's
2
weird.
years of parole and then suspended 10-day jail sentences for feeding.
It's weird, dude. I'm saying I've seen shadier stuff come out of police departments, specifically small town police departments that have time for this bullshit, right?
Yeah, I don't.
There's not a single city cop I know that works in a place that has more than 10 calls a day that has time for this.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Unless somebody, the right person, is coming up and complaining about it. Cats constitutionally protected. What? I'd feed them.
Cat trespass.
Pamela, I'm with you. I'm probably feeding these cats. According to the 5 people that cared to vote in this poll, 40% of you said you would, and 60% said you would not feed the cats. I thought he said he'd arrest her. He did say he'd arrest her. Crema cat trespassing. So anyways, I think it's an interesting thing. I think this is why it's important to be involved in local politics, because this stuff can affect you. I remember back in 2020, back when shutdowns were first happening, in Texas, we had people in gyms getting arrested for opening their business during what was effectively a state of emergency or whatever it is. We know now, and with hindsight, because we know now it's in the future, that a lot of that stuff was stupid. However, it was at the local level that people decided how much or how little they were going to enforce this. And we, as police officers, we sat in briefing, and I talked to my lieutenant, and I was like, hey, so me and a handful of other police officers were like, am I forcibly removing people from businesses? Like, is that what you're going to ask me to do? Because I'm perfectly happy to take a few months off if that's what it takes. Yeah. I got vacation to burn, but I'm not going to do that. And unfortunately, where I worked, there was a lot of places around where I worked that were very smart and intelligent about it. And they said, hey, if we declare a state of emergency and you don't feel comfortable doing all this stuff, they can get aid. I understand the other side of that, but you cannot leverage upon penalty of incarceration people to do things that are being subjectively decided, like feeding cats or doing whatever. If you can say that it's let's say they have billions of cats and no one's doing anything, but you're just feeding them. I kind of get that. If it creates a bigger problem, I understand it. But when this is a very slippery slope when you just try to throw the police at every single problem you have, because now, you now have people that the haves and have-nots, and I tell you who gets shit on more than off. It's who doesn't have the ear of the police. So. That's my only issue with this at large. So, cool. Sean, do you have anything else?
No, just don't feed cats in Alabama.
Don't feed cats in Alabama. You go to jail. Shout out to the 3 female police officers that got a win today. British police, I'm very not impressed with today. And the handful of county boys that we saw also take a big L. On that, I want to thank everybody who stopped by, unless you live in LA or New York. Bill, I know what you're talking about. So anyways, I want to thank Sean for stopping by and filling in for Bill and for Juan. Both of them aren't here. Juan's just in there talking shit in the chat. I want to thank Pamela and I believe it was Chris the Cop for monetizing the unmonetizable stream. Let me give some thank yous to everybody here. Bill is here. Alfredo is here. Producer Juan is here. Pamela, of course, is here. The much loved. Panzer was here. Poofy was here. Partner, Apathy, Alfredo, I already said. St. George, or Sergeant George, as he's actually known as. Richard. Scrolling. Did I miss anybody here? I feel like I did. Chris was here. Scrolling. I don't think I missed anybody. Oh, Taylor G was here, my dude. That's it. I want to thank everybody that stopped by. Thank you to everyone who liked it. We will be coming back live for Tactical Tuesday. We'll resume everything. I want every partner put a cat out there. and Alfredo, feed me. I'm making tamales soon. So if anybody was nearby, I might hook it up. But anyways, I want to thank everybody that stopped by. I want to thank everybody for the wonderful year that you have provided us. So far, we will be streaming next week. So we will see you guys then. We're going to hopefully get some produced content out to you guys soon. I have a pretty busy schedule coming up with launching new shows and all that kind of nonsense for my work. I have to go to SHOT Show. So if anyone's going to SHOT Show or going to be in Vegas, come say hi. I will say hi to you. I'll bring patches in case anybody's there. And then I want to thank Producer Juan and Bill for coming back because I missed Bill for forever. And Sean for coming back because I miss Sean like the devil. So I love you. Show him the shirt or show him the sweater. He's got a pretty beastie sweater here.
It's got bells on the collar.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Producer Juan says we have some really cool stuff coming up. Our production capabilities are increasing. Pamela says she's coming from California to have some tamales. I'm here for it. But anyways, I have to build 2 studios. I have to help Juan build his, and I have another one. Hopefully, we're going to try to get some meet and greets done next year. We're going to try to plan some of that stuff. Got a lot of content we're trying to plan, and we're trying to diversify our content. I want to thank everybody that's been here. I will see you guys next week, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year if I don't see you between now and then. Until next time, thank you for riding 2-man with us. Peace.
Bye.
Ended the stream. I'm going to stop streaming on